What's up, everybody? I'm David,
I'm Nella.
and it's our podcast.
Yep.
We
This came about, just random day,
ran today.
random Monday stretching.
We were stretching before our workout.
Our workout, and we're like start a podcast.
Why not start a podcast? It's summertime. Don't have a lot going on, so why not?
So here we are.
Yeah.
So this is first topic.
Yeah.
Get it out the way. Transfer portal.
Mm.
Me and David were both transfers. I came from Wisconsin, and he came from Air Force. That process is a little different for both of us. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. So, I came from Air Force. I played. I was there for two seasons. I was there for a year and a half. I played edge rusher. We both played edge rusher here, but yeah, it's a lot different. Air Force Academy, it takes a toll, but I'm very excited to be here. It's a great time. Go green, yeah. But
Coming from Wisconsin, another Big Ten school. I don't really know much history behind Michigan State versus Wisconsin, but they didn't really like it there. So here I am.
what was so like? What didn't you? Who was like the worst? I don't.
Nah,
No shade, no shade.
no shade, but man, Wisconsin, man, that was a great place.
Would you say the workouts are harder there?
I say the workouts were damn near impossible
Yeah.
sometimes. Not to sound like that, but
Did y'all have to do like stuff like when it's cold out? Like, do they care about that or no?
I want to say they don't care, but like we do some crazy stuff. We have this thing called mad drills at Wisconsin.
Mat drills, you said?
That mat drill is just a bite. Waking up at like 5:30, getting there. Got our strength coaches screaming in our face, and we're just out there fighting for our lives for like an hour and a half.
These college workouts are a lot different. We just had um, we had a run yesterday, this Saturday. We had a run yesterday morning, and some of the new freshmen that just got campus, they were out there and they were struggling. We saw them. They like separated the freshmen from like the rest of the guys, and they were on the field. But we saw them. They were huffing and puffing and bent over. I mean, they did well, I think, for the first run, but
Yeah. But that one kid, I don't know, agreed to.
we're not gonna drop names.
We're not gonna drop names, but someone's first workout, he ate.
He ate a little bit on the power push. We had a competition right now. We're separated into 5 teams.
Gold, green,
Competing, yeah, gold,
black,
green,
white,
black,
and gray.
gray, white, yeah, black, yeah. I'm on the green squad. What are you? What squad are you?
I don't know. Anyway, we're not gonna get
I
too
thought
much
you was
into
gold
that.
squad.
We're not gonna get too
Gold
much
squad?
into teams, but anyways,
Gold squad's not looking too
talking
good.
about workouts.
Green squad's first place.
Workouts at Michigan State, I would say
What's the hardest one you think you've had here since we both got here in January? But
we're both spring transfers, so we both got here during spring ball. I'd say the hardest workout was that beginner, man.
The beginner lift.
Bro, them temple front squats.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah, temple front squats. And then those temple pull-ups are crazy.
What were they? 5 second
5. No, what was it? I thought it was 4.
on the chin up. But
One.
I thought the tempo front squats were 5. It was a long
I
time.
don't
It felt like
But now, getting moved up into intermediate.
intermediate lift now. Yeah.
Uh,
Light it up.
Them split squats, man.
The split squats. Tuesday split squats.
Tuesday split squats with the stations.
Yeah. I think the hardest lift, the hardest workout I've had. Well, I just hate to probably push the 2-man. We got these 2-man wooden sleds that we push. We push them 20 yards and we rotate. Those things get
Man,
every.
I remember the first day I got here. Not the first day, but like the first conditioning day, I went. Man.
It's bad when you get back to the locker room after you just sit there. You don't
Just
want to
laying down on the floor.
lay down on the
I feel
floor.
like
You sit there and you're just like
I feel like that's
staring
a
off.
universal like
I feel a
college
lot
football
of
thing.
college football players. They know going through
going through
summer workouts, winter workouts.
that summer run.
It's rough. It's rough, man.
But like you think there's like light at the end of the tunnel until you run to fall camp.
Fall camp. Fall camp was a lot different for me though at Air Force because our school year started so early and like some of the new people are coming from basic training. So our fall camp was like only a week, and like it wasn't really fall camp for real. Like we'd go down, we'd have like walkthroughs in the morning, like meeting, and then we'd have like a lift and practice like late at night. So I haven't really gotten a true fall camp experience. I don't think.
You'll definitely get a fall camp experience now, but I don't think fall camp is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
You know, if you like playing football, you do it every day. It's just the meetings, man. The meetings are crazy.
Meetings are hard. Yeah. What else? What else we gonna talk about today? I think we
have some notes.
We have a question that we're gonna ask. We're gonna bring on guests in here every episode. But
we have a daily question.
Yeah, we have a daily question.
Me and David have been keeping track of it on our notes. We have shared. So our first topic for this podcast is the Wi-Fi is taking.
We got some technical difficulties, but I know we will start bringing on some of our teammates, I guess, maybe even some coaches, whoever, depending on where this goes. But
so the first
is it a bad reader? Sorry,
no, not that reader.
L reader.
The person who wrote the notes didn't write them very well.
Right. All right.
Oh yes, the New Orleans prison escape. So me and David, we were talking about this.
It happened like a month ago.
Yeah,
something like that. Maybe a little bit more than that.
So me and David, we were talking about this during lunch. We were just saying like how if you were in that situation, you're one of the five, right? Five, right? Oh,
Yeah,
10?
there were 10.
There were 10
prisoners who escaped.
10 guys who escaped. So how would you get away? Like
We're saying you escaped from prison. What are you doing? How are you getting away? I think you gotta go to Florida. You gotta go to Miami.
I feel like
They had like an 8 hour head start. You have 8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hour head start. I'm gone. I'm not saying I'm never going. I'm not going to jail.
We'd never go to jail.
I'm
We're good people. We're not. We don't do stuff. We don't do criminal activities.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if
If we're in that situation,
if I was in that situation, yes, I'm booking it.
Where are you going though?
Those islands under Florida. I don't know what those islands are called.
The Keys, Florida Keys, or like between Cuba and like.
Cuba. I'm going straight to Cuba. Living in Cuba for the rest of my life. I say, so. Here's the strat. I'm in New Orleans, right? How long do you think that drive is to Florida? Like
to like the bottom of Florida, like Miami. 6 hours, maybe 5, 4.
So I got an 8 hour start. 8 hour start.
You're down there before the cops realize.
I'm an 8 hour head start. I'm gonna make pre-recordings of myself. I'm sending it to my boys in like Utah, Oregon, California, and I'm gonna like just post videos like I'm there. And the police are like, oh my, like he's in these different places. So they're gonna be.
So you think they're gonna go out to California and track you down?
They're gonna
think you're in
They're going
California.
on a manhunt to look for me while I'm already in Florida, on a boat, on a nice little cruise to Cuba. I'm free for life. Like this.
Oh no. This thing.
That's.
You're gonna try and throw them off your scent. Try and throw them off your scent. You're gonna be in.
I think that's a solid plan. And if you think that's a solid plan, leave some thumbs up in the comments.
Let them know. Let them know.
Let me know.
In that situation, I'd never be in that situation. Never go to prison. We're good people. We don't do stuff like that. But I think the move is you gotta try and go down to Florida, Miami. I think you're right in that. Catch a ride to Cuba, somewhere down there. Hope they don't catch it. Because if you can make it out the country, it'd be good. You might never be able to come back though.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cuba, live a life down there.
Vacation.
The islands. Make a life down there.
Oh, I could try to find a plane. I'm like on my way down to like Florida. I'm shaving my head,
Cutting the hair,
cutting the hair, doing whatever I have to do, like putting a wig on, something like that.
Yeah.
I think.
Fair enough. It's not a bad
Like they're
idea.
not catching me.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. I think our signature question is that we're gonna bring on that we're gonna ask to every person that we bring on. So what animal
Oh yes,
do
yes,
you
yes,
think
yes.
would be the best pass rusher?
So
What do you think?
I think it's a cheetah. What's stopping a cheetah? I don't see anyone.
Trent Williams?
It's not stop. Trent Williams is not. Trent Williams is
It's
not.
so big.
He's not stopping a player with cheetah speed.
But Cheetah's just fast though.
Okay, yeah, but no one's stopping. If you put, let's see, if you give what TJ Watt the speed of a cheetah,
Okay, yeah. I thought we were saying just like the animal. We're saying like we're giving
I mean,
someone like
if you could give an NFL player like an NFL edge rusher,
the cheetah speed, then yeah,
like
someone's breaking the sack record. Yeah,
yeah,
but I think animal. I think it's gonna be a bear. Nobody can block it. Nobody can block a bear.
dude, it's a cheetah. I think a cheetah because if I see a cheetah, you're gonna book it, right? Like if you see a cheetah,
Cheetah.
I'm not scared of a bear. No one's scared of a bear.
What?
A polar bear, okay. You're talking about a polar bear, yeah, cool.
Okay, a polar bear. Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, if you, I'd rather block a bear than a cheetah.
A bear's running through your face. Did you see Cocaine Bear? Did you see that movie?
No, I
I didn't
didn't.
watch it there.
Then why?
But hey, bears are crazy. They'll really do it to you. They will.
Ain't a cheetah wouldn't?
Cheetahs are like 100 pounds.
I guarantee you.
All right. Moving on. Moving on. What else? What else? Yeah. You got any other
This
topics?
is very unprofessional, but you know, first podcast, so this is our
Yeah,
pilot
we're rookies.
episode.
Pilot episode on the
This
edge.
pilot episode.
On the edge, called on the edge because we're edge rushers.
We're both edge rushers at MSU, so
Michigan State. Go green. Big lead from MSU.
how did you become an edge rusher? Because I've seen your high school highlights. I've seen you catching the touchdowns. So,
Yeah.
tell me about
In
that.
high school, I played both sides of the ball. Also played in high school. I did a lot of things, but I don't know. I was pretty big. They just put me on the D line, D end kind of. I didn't really have too crazy stats in high school, but I got recruited as edge rusher. I also got recruited as tight end. Ended up going to play edge rusher at the Air Force Academy. And I didn't play my first year because they had a guy who went to the Vikings, who plays with the Vikings now. He was a senior. He's a ripped jack dude. But then my sophomore year, I played all but 2 games. I tore my labrum.
Oof.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, a labrum is one of the most common football injuries. So
He's dealing with one.
dealing with both. I don't know. Actually, scratch that. I'm dealing with nothing.
But a lot of guys go through it. It hurts. But yeah, and playing edge rusher, I had a good year. And I think I had 3.5 sacks last season. I had a lot of pass deflection, pass breakups,
Yeah.
some TFLs, but yeah.
I'd say King just like making contact with the ball is Grady. You know,
Grady? Oh yeah,
Grady,
yeah.
you know, he transferred from Florida State.
Got here
That's
and
on
did
that's
it.
uncle the team. You know, congrats to him having a baby on the way.
Baby on the way.
But yeah, during spring ball, man, I think he had like 10 batted down balls. Like I think that was pretty crazy.
Aiden Childs would drop back and try and let it rip, and GK would be right there. Boom, ball.
Every time. At least every practice. At least once
Once
every
a practice.
Once a practice at
that
least.
ball's getting batted down.
At least.
He's got a good knack for it. But yeah. How about you? How did you end up becoming a pass rusher, edge rusher?
Man, I wanted to be a receiver. Like I wanted to be a receiver. I remember flag football, I was boom, catching a thing, turning up, boom, touchdown. And then Pop Warner, you know, like around like 7th grade. Um so yeah.
Wait, you played Pop Warner in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Disney?
In Florida?
Yeah.
I didn't go, but my team did.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents weren't good.
I was gonna say my team did, but I never went. Like the North Carolina Bulldogs. Shout out North Carolina Bulldogs, man.
Anyways, so yeah, man. First day of practice, showed up, running routes. Coach grabs me by the shoulders and he's like, "Why don't you go over there?" I'm like, "Go over there." He's like, "Go over there." I just see just a bunch of big guys just doing some pass sets. So I'm like, bro, what is this guy think I'm a lineman? Go on receiver. Flash forward. Just after that, bro, after being sent down to be a lineman, I went back to be a skill. But my dad also played D line in college, so guess it made sense.
Runs in the family. Runs in the family.
But he was a nose guard. I don't think I'll ever get that big. So,
Those two good guys.
yeah.
But talk to me a little bit about your high school recruiting. You were a little bit of a bigger recruit.
Nah, I mean,
3-star, 4-star, 4-star recruit.
depending what website you look on,
Yeah.
there'll be one more star, one less star. But
There was a bunch of those though.
high school, I had a little bit of those, up there. I won't say a lot, but
What?
so
Buddy, go ahead and name them. Name them. Yeah, Notre Dame.
I Notre Dame, boy, at that too.
Yeah.
And my big bro from St. Louis, he went there to go to Patello. One of the best high school linebackers in Hawaii history. So
A lot of good offers. He had a lot of. He could have went to a lot of places. Why did you choose Wisconsin though?
oh man, Nick Herbig, Steeler edge rusher. That was a dream, just go there and be like him.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out, but
That's where it goes.
found a home here.
Yeah.
I feel like offers in high school look like they were cool, but like you can have as much offers, but like you only have like 5 real ones. You can have like 30 plus offers. And at the end of the day, you only can choose one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Very good point.
So like I see like on Twitter, like you see like high school kids like, let's receive my 40th offer.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, 40? Damn, bro. I don't know how kids like shit that much and like they can just pick.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
goes.
mean, it's crazy too now because like you can take unlimited OVs, right?
Yeah, unlimited OVs. Everyone's on flip alert. We got all these. Yeah.
Me too. Kids go on the first OV and just commit. I feel like
Yeah.
I mean that's what happens to
The one saw the clip of the one kid with Dan Lanning jumping in the pool.
he just committed back to Oregon. I seen that.
The back?
Yeah, he committed to Oregon. I just seen that.
What?
Yeah, he went back to Oregon.
Where did he commit? Like, did he commit?
Nah, I don't think so. I saw
He
him.
just decommitted and then committed back.
Yeah, I
Playing
guess.
games,
Playing games, That's high school recruiting. I mean, college recruiting for
That's the way it is these days.
It's like
Portal crazy.
Portal is crazy. I always told my parents, like I'm not gonna be 1 year old constantly leave, but
That's how the game goes sometimes. You gotta do what's best for you, and that's how I'm working out. That's the way it is. So, yeah.
like some people should be like transferred just to transfer.
That's true. People do it. Yeah, I mean, I know people who.
I mean, there's bad sides to the portal. There's great sides to the portal.
Yeah, I mean, people say the portal ruined college football.
The portal's fire. I mean, I wasn't there, so
Yeah, I mean, like, as two people speaking from experience, it benefited both of us, but like, everyone's saying, sports are ruined and everything. We're not going to speculate too much on that, but
that's for a later episode. But
that'll be for later. So we'll get deeper into
deeper into us. Let's backtrack a little.
This is the pilot episode. Let's talk more about all of us. So. Yeah, I think you got a great setup here. We got Sparty.
So we're at. Well, let's not reveal our location yet.
Yeah,
we're not gonna reveal the location yet. But for those who know where this is, if you know, you know.
If you know,
you know. I'm gonna say that. If you know where this is, then you know where this is.
Come stop by.
Come stop by.
We're friendly. We're friendly. We'd love to say hi. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think it's been a great start. Hopefully this will be a long journey, and Maybe we can take this somewhere.
Yeah, and drop suggestions in the comments if you want to see.
Suggestions, topics, whatever you want to. We're D1 Power 4 Big Ten football players, so we've seen a lot of things, we've heard a lot of things. You can't speak on a lot of things, but
We can
we can give the people what you want.
drop some information if you want some. And
Yeah,
this is the first episode.
first episode.
First episode.
Yeah, on the edge.
On the edge
Pilot.
with
Go
Dan
green.
now.
Yeah, go green.